There we go. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching around the world. Welcome back to Am Barber. Welcome back to the cooking part of the channel. And today I was making myself a macaroni cheese, and I thought, hang on a minute, why don't I make a little bit extra? So again, I've got all my ingredients from Aldi. This should serve 4 to 6. I'll go through the ingredients before we get started. If you love what you're seeing now, I'd always appreciate a like and subscribe. Let's move on to the intro. As I always say, let's keep moving forward with a purpose. So yes, intro done. Okay, we're back in the cooking. So what do we need? I'm going to flip you around. Important things. The important thing is a glass of Aldi Finest cider. We've got a baking dish. We've got a large non-stick pan. Half a knob of salted butter. A little bit of Marmite. A little bit of mustard. And a block of Aldi mature cheese, Dingo extra matures, and some flour. So we're going to be doing the roux and everything from scratch. I know you're saying, I normally cheat and say this is how we do it the quick way, but we're not cheating today. So we will be doing the roux from scratch. Before we get going, let's get some salt. Let's get some extra virgin olive oil. A drizzle of extra virgin olive oil in the macaroni, because we're going to partially pre-cook the macaroni with a bit of salt before we put it in. So we don't really want to, with salt and water, we don't really want to cook it all the way, because it's going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes. So we want to do this about 10 minutes, just to get it started. So, back to you again. Oh, don't start singing anything, I could get in trouble. So, there we go. Whack that on, high heat. We can put the olive oil away, because I'm a bit of a tidy up person. Put that away, and bring the important thing over, the cider. If you've not made a basic rule before, put your butter in, then we're going to melt that down. We need milk as well. I'm being a little bit ahead of myself. Milk, any kind of milk will do. So we're going to melt the butter down. Let me get my spoon. Whew. Melt that down nice and carefully. Then we're going to add some flour, and then we're going to make it a good consistency, and it will go all kind of like stodgy. And that's your start of your cheese sauce. And then we're going to add some milk, whisk, milk, whisk, milk, whisk, and go from there. And then you put it in the oven for about 20 minutes just to crisp off, and I'll be doing that and then leaving it up, and I will show you the end product. I said macaroni, I should have put it in when it's boiling. I'm gonna let it come up to boil then, because I know I'm putting it in for 180. 180 Bullseye. Let's go and see what you would have won. I'm gonna have to go and find a Bullseye clip now, aren't I?
Unlucky, but that is the gamble. Have a look at it, boys. Look at this now. And as you look at it, come with me, boys. Come with me. When this settles, I'd like you to go and sit on those chairs. Just sit down on there. Sit on the chair each and just relax. You wouldn't have won a couple of cane chairs. In fact, sit down. You better sit down and watch this, because this is what you would have won.
Oh, Ted Rodgers, you know, they used to have some real rubbish prizes, and then one time I saw someone win a mini metro. Well, now a mini metro would be worth quite a bit of money. A mini metro. So, I'm melting down the batter. I'm going to add some flour. I've done this in a while actually. Bit out of touch. I used to make this. Used to be one of my regular dishes. So we'll add make it up. Yeah, good knob of flour in there because we're making up all of our. Now I'm going to get whisker out in front in a minute. Good knob of flour because then it goes nice and thick into. We just want to get it all into one lump really. And then I cheat with the roux, and I put one bit of a tablespoon, let that drip down, let that drip, that's coming off. Half a teaspoon of Marmite, that just adds some flavours. Add in flavours. Why do you ask? Because we can in our kitchen. You can experiment with these food. There's Marmite, you either love it or you hate it. A bit like my channel really. I seem to get called quite a lot of names on here. You either love me or you don't. And I'm going to do a little bit of mustard. A little bit, not too much because it's Coleman's, it's strong mustard, but it's got a nice flavour to it. And it's a nice added extra to your basic starting your cheese sauce off from scratch. And just turn that down a bit. Turning it down. Turning it down, we can add a little bit more flour into there. I think that would be it. From experience. That is the basic of your cheese sauce, homemade. Or I could have just bought a cheese sauce from Aldi. I know I could have done, but I know some people will be saying to me, and you've not done anything from scratch yet. Well, I have now. There we go. Butter, flour, start of a cheese sauce is here. Now, you expand on this with milk. We're expanding on this. Nice and slow and steady. Easing it in. Easing it in. The milk in. Trying not to get any lumps in there as well. Oh yes, that's not lumpy at all. Milk is going in nicely. Keep adding the milk. You're probably going to use about 2 pints of milk. Hence I've got a big one. Ooh, matron.
Oh, matron, some business there.
Oh dear. Need to add that in as well. Bullseye. Oh, Billy Ball, let's go and see what you would have won. The prizes were pretty rubbish. So, yes, that has got no lumps in it. You can't see that from there, but that's going quite nicely. Now, we're going to add, because this is we're doing a homemade cheese sauce. We're going to add our cheese. I'm putting the whole block in because it said it serves 6. I like it nice and cheesy. Don't. If you want to make it less cheesy, use a medium cheddar. If you want to make it more stronger, use a stronger cheddar. I've used a mature. I'm not using extra mature, so it doesn't blow anyone's head off. Let's then put that in and melt that now. And that is our cheese sauce when it's melted. And that should come together at the same time as the pasta. And I'll put you in the Tardis for 20 minutes while we put it in the oven and we get it out and we'll have a look at it. It's such an easy tea, family tea for when you're getting home. We can get this done in an hour. I said if you didn't want to make the cheese sauce yourself, then you can buy them already made cheese sauces in packets or from Aldi, but I like to make my cheese sauce with the flour, with the butter, with the little bit of Marmite, with a little bit of mustard and the mature cheddar. Let's melt this down. That is going to be a gorgeous homemade, smelling gorgeous already actually, cheese sauce going into our 1 full bag of Aldi pasta, because this should do 6. but we'll have a look at it in the pan. It will easily serve 6. And it would probably coming in, this would be coming in about £1.50 a portion with everything I've got here. Again, it's cheap, but even a bit less actually, because of the block of cheese. It's for 6 portions. The block of cheese, the pasta was cheap, because all you're doing is cheese and pasta, aren't you? Yeah, probably a bit less actually. It's a very cheap and hearty family meal, and I will container up the rest and put them in my freezer. I don't want to cook that all the way, because it's going to be going into the oven for 20 minutes. And when it's in the oven, the pasta will cook. I know some people, when they do these, back to you again, sorry about that, they put the pasta in raw and leave it in a bit longer, use extra sauce. No, I prefer to cook this for a little bit first. Not needed the whisk today. That's a sign of a good butter and good cheese. I'm going to turn you off and I'll get back to you when this is done. You relax. We are back with you. If you have a look at that. Look at that. That is a gorgeous cheese sauce. Ready to roll. That's boiling away now. I'm going to give that a couple of minutes more, because it's going to cook when I put it in the oven to cook it through, and then all this cheese will absorb into the macaroni. Then I'm going to let it stand for a bit for macaroni cheese. Here we go. Oh, knocked you there. Probably think I always live in my pyjamas. Well, I do live in my pyjamas a lot on my days off. I do tend to enjoy my pyjama time. Gonna get that a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna stick you over there so you can see it being plated up. We can do it here actually. It's fine, isn't it? There is fine. Leave that ticking over. 180, preheated for 20 minutes. That would do that. You're only finishing it off, and that will finish off that pasta. That is probably about al dente sort of stage now. Cheers. That's good. That is looking really good. Looking good, boys and girls. Or however you like to be identified as. That is looking good. Quick, easy tea. Bish bash bosh. In the bag. Whoa there, Leslie. What are you going on about?
Go straight for... Whoa there, Leslie. What are you going on about, boy? Oh dear, right. Start again. You gave me a tenner. No.
Oh, yes. I think that would be... People will be picking up on my little antics now. But yes, as I said on that last video, it was like watching me, watching you. It was game for a laugh, where the contestants are the show.
Sadly, that's all we've got time for. It's the end of the series, but we hope you'll join us again when you'll be watching us.
Watching you.
Watching us.
Watching you. Goodbye.
Good night.
And at the end of it, they used to say, "Good night, you've been watching me, I've been watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me." Yeah, game for a laugh. Yeah, that's it. There were some good TV shows around then, weren't there? Look. And the other one, what was it? The guy in the kitchen, as I said, I might do the outtakes, the dodgy outtakes with the Kenny Everett. Like at the end of the videos, have the cooking outtakes where things have gone a little bit wrong.
Right, back to the bangers. Well, there you are. Bangers and mash. Oh, silly me. Oh, here's a packet already been opened. And you lot got to split you up now. Oh. Calm down, Eric. Keen little fellow, isn't he? This, of course, is Eric, the electric carving knife. And what a boon he is.
Legally Kenny Everett, and then you add, yeah, that's it. Got to be done. Right, that is looking good. Don't need to go too mad on the draining, because the moisture we can put into the macaroni cheese, because it's going in the oven. Doesn't need to get too mad. And if you look at the Italians in the kitchen, they spoon back over their pasta with it looks like dirty dishwater, but it isn't. It's the pasta water that they use to cook the pasta in. They rehydrate all their pasta before they send it out to you on your plate. Have a look next time. Sorry I got your back to you again. They send it out to you and add a little bit of the pasta water. Oh, that's stuck a little bit. Used to be a non-stick pan, but okay. Well, I've got one escape here. I had the 30-second rule, but I just felt the texture of that, and that texture's good. So there we go. We're gonna lay the macaroni just straight in there. As I said, you can see it. You can see how it's going to serve 6. Lay that, turn that off. Now we're just going to tip that. Lovely cheese sauce all on it. Come on. A bit more room, but we don't have a lot of room in this kitchen in Littlehampton, but it's a practical kitchen, and it's showing everyone out there, look, I'm not cooking in a Jamie Oliver style kitchen or Michelin, or I'm cooking from a normal family kitchen from Littlehampton. Ooh, matron. Oh yeah, you remember the old Carry On? Oh, matron. That was lovely. And I'm going to grab another spoon, not the same spoon I just licked. That's nice. And move that around like that. Move it around. Soak it all in. That's going in the oven for 20 minutes. Now you can put more cheese if you want to put more cheese in it on the top, but we got a whole block of cheese in here. Want to make it cheesier. I don't think it needs to be any cheesier myself personally, but you can grate some crisps and put it on the top for a crispy crunchy coating. Me personally, oh yeah, it's not going back. Oh yeah, it tastes lovely. Look at that. In there. Let me set my timer. 20 minutes. Get back to you in 20 minutes. Let's have the Tardis. there we go. Hope you all enjoyed that ride in the Tardis. Now the timer has gone. Time for the moment of truth. Let's get it out of the oven. Turn the oven off. Here we go. Macaroni cheese. Al Anthony. Let me just take you across and have a look at that. Now if you portion it up like I portion up mine, that will easily do 6. With some garlic bread and some salad. Said macaronis and cheese was cheap. It's probably coming in about £1.30 a portion. I was working out. There we go, macaroni cheese. Serve it straight away if you've got a big family. Said with garlic bread or with salad as well. Pat it out. I'm gonna let that cool down. Container that up. If you enjoyed what you've just seen, Cooking with Rants, yeah, please like and subscribe. I enjoy doing food like this. It's quite easy, basic food. Actually, don't use the word basic. It's easy preparation food if you're busy, like we all have busy lives at the moment, and we all need to get something cooked quick and easy and tasty. Don't forget tasty. Yeah, that's everything. So I've been Ant Barber. See you next Wednesday. Don't forget, Sundays at 10 o'clock is my travel part of the channel every 10 o'clock, and Wednesdays is the cooking and food reviews part. This has been Ant Barber's Macaroni Cheese. Good night, take care. As I always say on my other part, please be respectful to each other and family members. If you've not contacted a family member in a long time, send them a text or something. Doesn't take much, does it? See if they're okay. Be respectful in the comments. I'm not a professional video editor. I'm still playing around with it. I still got a full-time job. Janice is still a midwife in West Sussex as well, 2 hospitals. So, you know, it's a bit of our hobby, and we're just trying to make everyone smile. If we can make, say, 10 or 20 people out there smile or help someone do some cooking, my job is done, really. That's great for me. Anyway, good night, take care, and Barbara signing out. See you on the next video. Bye bye.